flag's going to fly from the flagman, Conrad Santa Cruz. Romero gets all crazy there, drops to the back. St. James all over the wheel of James Webster. Coming around for lap number 1, Eugene Thomas gonna lead lap number 1 in this 25-lap main event. 4 wide into turn number 1. DeGatton trying to make the move early on Eugene Thomas. Thomas has the hammer down as he's trying to pull away from this field. DeGatton gonna try to throw a slider right off the bat. Not much on the bottom for him to work with. He's gonna fall back just a few car lengths. Eugene Thomas gonna stretch his lead. Meanwhile, Webster on the bottom side. St. James trying to tuck in underneath him. Good race out there. Shipley kind of sitting out there on his own. He is in that 7th place spot. Watch, see what he can get done. We've got the 72 car of AJ Hernandez. Hernandez trying to work his way up into that 4th spot. .513 is the fast lap so far, so about a whole second a lap difference now compared to their heat races are the lap times. St. James comes around turn number 4 with the front left rear sticking way up in the air. I'm not sure if that really works very well, but it sure looks cool. Meanwhile, Webster tries to take back that 3rd place spot. DeGatton kind of settles into that 2nd place spot as Eugene Thomas crosses the lap number 5 marker here for this Santan feature. These guys able to use a lot of the racetrack here at Arizona Speedway. Six laps down, 19 laps to go. Eugene Thomas crosses again, leading from start to finish. Thomas starting to stretch his lead over to DeGatton. DeGatton starting to come under a little bit of pressure from St. James. Meanwhile, Green going to become the first lap car in that 17 machine. Hopefully he can hold his line. Should drop to the bottom of the racetrack. He does not. Lap traffic may play a factor here in the St. James to Groton battle. Webster starting to fall back just a little bit. Meanwhile, we've got the 9X of Nelson. Nelson starting to put some pressure on the 72 of Hernandez. Hernandez loses a spot to the 9X of Nelson. Meanwhile, lap traffic, like we said the lap before, is definitely causing some havoc out there as your 2nd place car kind of loses fire out there and catches fire at the same time. A little bit of methanol burning off on the exhaust. I think the top 8 cars, they are running lap times that could win this race. Very slow start there. St. James tries to throw a slider on the 10 machine. Thomas not going to have any of it. Hangs his line. He is way up top, using all the real estate here at Arizona Speedway. Thomas wants this win here tonight. Not sure if that's the safest line, but it sure is exciting. St. James tries to take the same line. He's going to have the drive going into, oh no, let's see what happens here. All the way up towards the wall is Thomas. St. James going to overtake that lead. Thomas starting to get a little loose. Maybe a little nerves getting the best of him out there. He falls back into that 3rd place spot as Randy Nelson takes over that 2nd place spot. Nelson is the one hoping for a yellow flag now. Nelson's definitely got some momentum built here at the halfway point of this Santan Ford sprint car feature. Running order better now, Bruce St. James, followed by Randy Nelson, followed by Eugene Thomas, followed by A.J. Hernandez and James Webster. Yurkovich overtakes that 5th place spot. The battle on the racetrack now is for that 5th place spot between Ledbetter and Yurkovich, but the yellow is going to come out for Patrick Krob. Exciting racing here in the first 15 laps. Nelson way up top. Not a lot to work with there. I was wondering if they are going to run out of racetrack there at the very top. It looks like they're starting to push it all the way up. Tough break for DeGraten as it looks like he may exit the track. And he's going to bring out another caution. St. James still on the top side of the track. Nelson still on the bottom. Webster on the bottom, trying to make his way into 3rd spot. Whoa, Hernandez in the wall hard, keeps it rolling. So A.J. Hernandez wanted to see just where that cushion ended at. He found out it is in the wall. Somebody got around there. I think that's Pete Yurkovich. He got refired and moving on his own. So good job not drawing the caution there, Pete Yurkovich in a 3 machine. Meanwhile, St. James still leads this thing with 20 laps down, 5 laps left to go. Another one in the books. That's lap number 21, 4 laps left to go. Nelson looks like he's just going to run out of time. Yurkovich pretty serious about riding the rail up there on the top side of the racetrack. Meanwhile, Eugene Thomas has moved all the way back in that 5th place spot. Not sure if he's losing a tire or not. Webster hangs it up down there on the inside of the berm. Almost drops a spot to the 72 of Hernandez. Webster playing it safe down there on the bottom side of the racetrack. Looked like it cost him. Might have broke a tie rod or something down there as he hung it up on the bottom side of the racetrack. White flag is out. This is going to be your final lap here for your race leader, 7K, Bruce St. James. Webster's night comes to an end down there with motor problems. Checkered flag flies. Race winner, the 7K, Bruce St. James, followed by the 9X of Randy Nelson, A.J. Hernandez, and Eugene Thomas. Crawling out the floor, folks. Let him hear you. The winner of tonight's feature, the 7K, Bruce St. James. Another good run out here. You're making a habit of this. I'll tell you what, you flew in from Chicago. You picked up another win here at Arizona Speedway.
I didn't fly all this way to go slow or finish second.
Well, you did a heck of a job out there. I'll tell you what, you had some challenge from these guys right behind you. Nelson and those guys were running a good race, Eugene Thomas. But you definitely had the car to beat. You were on a rail tonight. You picked up another win.
I'm so excited. This is awesome. And again, I thank you. You know, it's great that you're standing here. People don't thank you enough, by the way, for the amazing racetrack, the work that Jonah puts into this place. I fly back from Chicago to support you and support this racetrack, and I'll continue to do it all year long because that's what I think about you.
Hey, we appreciate it, man. We appreciate the kind words and all the great racing that you guys are supplying out here for us. You picked up another win here in the Santan Ford ASCS division, and it's got to feel good.
I did it on the top too. I didn't catfish around the bottom, so I proved I can run up back to the fence as well. I had to try both lines, but what a great race all night long and multiple grooves and. I hope the slide for the lead was clean. I tried to give him a lot of room, but it was time to go. He had to race. And by the way, thank you guys all for coming out tonight. I got to tell you, I flew in at 108 degrees. My God, I didn't think this through very well, did I? But thanks so much for coming out, and thanks to all the people that support my race team and the effort out here, the wonderful folks at the Woodland Auto Display. My buddy Greg at Supercharged Coffee, of course, Jonah at Arizona Speedway, right on the side of the race car. Bell Helmets, the Justice Brothers, and a great crew behind me of guys that worked outside today. It was hot, and they worked hard all day long, and I hope I did a good job for them.
Hey, you did a great job. We'll see you again soon. Let him hear you, folks. Race one tonight, Brooks St. James. Randy Nelson down here in the 9 car. I'll tell you what, it looks like at times you had the car to challenge for the lead. You came from, I think you came from somewhere around the middle of the field, but you had a great race car. Ran really well tonight. You had a heck of a finish, taking home second.
Yeah, we had a really good race car tonight. Thanks to everyone that came out and gave me a hand tonight. Car was good. We just, we were better in 3 and 4 and could make up some time, but he just got us a little bit in 1 and 2, so it's kind of back and forth.
Definitely a little bit of different racetrack. Like I was telling the folks in the stands that sun beats down on 1 and 2 all day long, so no matter how much water you put on it, it's just going to dry out a little faster than 3 and 4. Definitely affects the way you guys set up a car, or at least drive the racetrack. It's just not the same all the way around, so definitely tricky when it gets summertime. You guys did a great job. Who'd you like to thank for putting you out here tonight?
I'd like to thank ARC Coatings. They do a great job taking care of our car, making it look great. Thank you guys for a great racetrack tonight. It was 2 lanes. We ran all over it. I was sliding people on the bottom and the top and wherever. So, yeah, I made a lot of moves. So thank you guys for having a great racetrack.
We appreciate it. Let him hear you, folks. Come play. Randy Nelson. AJ Hernandez down here. You had a good run. Little contact with the turn down there, the turn 2 wall, but you came out of it, kept it under power. Good fun race for you, man. You had a great run there.
Yeah, I got distracted by the guy in front of me, just kind of lost focus. But I'd mostly like to thank my dad and Dale for coming out, and my stepmom Amy, and my sponsors Millennium Designs, GetCadmusNow.com, Australian Outback Plants, and Extreme Plumbing. And I'd like to thank my uncle Jackie Ailey.
And just let these guys know, how old are you?
17.
17 years old out here. You're running with these guys. You're doing a heck of a job. You had a lot of fun. You got good sponsors on your car. I'm sure we'll see you up here in Victory Lane here again real soon. Let him hear you, folks. You had a good run out there, Eugene. It was you started up front. You had a fast race car out there. Looks like maybe nerves got you a little bit out there. There's no mirrors in these things. Not real sure where everybody's at, but you ran a good race, 4th place. You got to be happy at that.
Yeah, thanks, Jonah. It's the best finish I've had so far. A year ago we decided to run this program, and I flipped over here in turn 2 and destroyed the car. So this is a lot better end result. And just lack of experience, probably a little bit of arm pump, a little bit of nerves. It's kind of like being chased like a rabbit. So we had a good time, great track. I'd like to say huge thank you to 2 big guys for me. One's the car owner, Steve Tellis, with Efficient Recovery. The other one is Ken Caskey. He puts in so much into this effort, tows me out here, uses his shop to work on the car. And then my crew, Robbie, Mikey, Ellie's not here tonight, but thank you guys.
A heat race win, 4th place in the main event, the number 10 car, Eugene Thomas.